Hi, this is Monica from Unique Designs by Monica, and today we are making this sunny sun for the end of July video. So let's get started. This is probably one of the cuter designs that I've done thus far, and it is super easy to make. I'm just going to be using circles the whole way around. I don't think I've used anything else other than circles for this whole SVG. So let's get started. I'm going to use, two circles. I'm going to just make one at random and then a tiny one. Now I'm holding down the shift key when I'm doing this just to get it even on both sides. This is even and this is even. So you can see what I am doing. I'm going to color this. Let's make it this color right here. Now with this particular I'm trying to make a scallop. That's what I'm trying to say. Words are hard. I need to get the t-shirt. Words are hard. But I'm trying to make a scallop. And instead of making a whole bunch of circles and trying to see how they're going to fit, I'm going to show you this little doohickey over here. It is called the replicate panel. And under this replicate area, you'll see this little circle with a bunch of little circles in it. So let's highlight what we need. We're going to use this little circle right here, and we're going to use this icon. That's going to bring this right here. And in order to make our scallop, we're going to go on to show grab handle, and that'll give you this little tiny little circle here. What we're going to do is just grab it from the center and drag it down. Now, by doing so, it's going to give us a replicant of numbers. Sometimes it's 24, sometimes it's 26. It all really depends on the size of the circle. Sometimes you'll get 4. Again, it really depends. So let's just make this a little bit fewer. That's more. It's fewer. About like that. About 20. And then I'm going to release the copies. That's going to get rid of my circle. Select everything and weld. There you go. You got yourself a scallop. That's probably the fastest way to make a scallop. Now that we have our center here, let's get our circle or the sun or the face of the sun. And I'm just going to hold the shift key and drag it about maybe a little more. Drag it a little more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go to my little fill panel area, get my little dropper here, and that's the color that I'm looking for. Now, this is layered, kind of like you would for a card. It's going to stack up on each one. Now, you can have them laying on top if that's what you want, but if you want it to peek through, we're going to have a couple more colors here. So, I'm going to select this yellow one, duplicate it, and then turn this black. I'm going to bring this right back over and make everything centered. Okay, now the black is gone. So we're going to make the eyes first. And all we're going to do is just get little small eyes. And I'm going to turn them black. And all I'm going to do is just place them. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Now before I cut through anything, I'm going to start making the other pieces and then see how I want to adjust everything. I got my eyes. Let's do the mouth. Okay, I'm just going to, this is going to be the circle I'm going to use, and I want to do an insert internal offset. That looks pretty good. All right, and then I'm going to make it into a compound path. I'm going to change it to black, and then I'm going to cut it right about here. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's just move this a little inward like that. Now you can see that this end and this end are flat, so let's get a little closer. And since we're able to fix the points, I'm just going to go right in between and then go to make curvy. I'm going to do that again for this side. There we go. Now, if you find that some spots are too harsh, get a little closer. Like this point right here is a little too harsh. You can always subtract some points. Not that one, this one right here. And then you can angle. You see how this has a little angle here? You can make them thicker. And this side also has one, but it's not showing. So let's make another one. And now this can be moved. Oh, I don't like that either. Let's go back. Oh, I went too far. All right, let's see if I can change so it's not so harsh. Make curvy. Oh, that went too far. Okay, let's curve this up a little. Nope, not like that. It's a little bit of trial and error, but if you don't want to mess with either one, just make a circle. It'll round it up. I was trying to make it with using the points, but sometimes you just don't want to mess with it. Grab a circle rather than finagling with it. There we go. And just smoothing the side over, deleting some of the points. That looks a little better. Okay, this one's a little too harsh. Better. Okay. There we go. There is our little mouse. Oh, it's pretty good. You know what? I liked it a little bit better this way. Okay. All right. Now let's get our cheeks in. Holding and then turn it pink. Okay, we're going to do the same one for this side. Now, this is when you decide where you want your mouth to go, where your eyes want to go. That looks pretty good. Now that I have figured out what needs to be cut, I'm going to select these black areas right here, group them together so they don't go anywhere. And then I'm going to choose the yellow portion and make this into a compound path. By doing so, it ate right through it. And you don't have to worry about any of the other shapes. It just eats it right through. Kind of like acid. It just went right through. And now we have our pink cheeks. But just to make it even better, let's remove all the lines. Oh, that looks a little softer. Yeah. And there we go. Now, as you can see, you're going to get different results. Mine were the circles were a little bit too big, so they're a little bit more defined. This one were a little smaller, so they are a little bit more less defined. But it's all up to how you want your sun to look. You want them to be a little bit more pronounced, make your circle, the littlest circle, a little bit bigger. If you want to be less pronounced, make the circle a little smaller, and then you get a lot more rings. But that's it. Your sun is done. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.